Hi Crafty friend, it's me, Justine. I hope you're doing well. Today I am super excited because look how cute these rain boots are. I have little polka dots on right now. The color is still showing up for the white polka dots, but I am so excited. I used this metallic color pen from Nice Cho. I'm assuming that's how you say it. Anyway, these are water-based metallic markers. I have used them on paper a few times and it takes a while for the pigment to kind of develop, but I have polka dot yellow rain boots, which why can't I have these in real life? I think I need yellow polka dot rain boots in real life. But anyway, this is called the Rain Boot Bouquet die, and it is just so gorgeous. We have daffodils, we have, wait, yes, those are daffodils, right? Oh, now I'm second guessing myself. A beautiful white flower with a yellow center and tulips, and then I made these flowers blue because I thought blue and orange and yellow all mesh well together. Then I used the regular embossing folder of the month to make this really pretty background. Look at that. That's not even the 3D one, and look at the dimension. That's gorgeous. Okay. Enough about that. Let's assemble the boots. Now, I'm sure that if you got this die, you're probably going to go, how does this work? So this is what you want. You want a boot, but there's these cutouts here. So we're going to have to either put a piece behind it, which I have extra yellow paper for, and hope for the best, or we're going to use these little inlays from the actual die cutting, but we're going to see what happens first. So I die cut out 2 boots. You can just use 1 or 2. I opted for 2 because shoes are pairs. So I'm going to add the dark yellow parts now, and I really do see that white coming through on my polka dots, which is making me so happy. Anyway, this top part is for the top of the boot where your foot goes in. So I added a little yellow highlight with some white paint pen. Well, it's a jelly roll pen. And then I am going to put this part on the bottom here. And yes, the back of the boot is cut off because I ran out of that yellow paper. But, you know, part of die cutting is using up my scraps. So to me, I am thrilled. And if I can make a scrap work and have a little piece cut off, I don't mind. Plus it's going to go in the back so you won't even see it. It's kind of like my tulip on the red, tulip on the large die of the month. Okay, so there's that. And I do know some of the paper names for some of the paper because I did use Spellbinders paper, so I will have that linked in the description. Right now I'm thinking about crafting, so there's that, but it's in the description for you. I think I want the boots to be lined up just about there, I think. So I'm going to pinch it, flip it over, and I'm going to put a piece of tape on the back. I'm going to put the tape here and then see what we're looking at. You know, I think I am going to inlay these. I just don't know. Okay, I'm going to wait to do the inlays once it's on. No, you know what? I'm just going to use some yellow paper and not delay the inevitable. So we'll just fussy cut them out because I'm not really in the mood to inlay. I know I said in my recent video that I don't really prefer inlays unless it's pretty flowers. Then I will do that, but otherwise, no thank you. Okay. Now to fussy cut, oops, I had to put that up a little higher. I will just go ahead and fussy cut that out. That took seconds, so that wasn't too bad. Okay, now I can officially get rid of those inlays. And then start planning out my florals. So as usual, when I was getting my die cuts ready, I went overboard on the florals because I just can't help it when I'm planning out these cards, I just think, why not just make it look bountiful and big? So that's just kind of my style. So I have some pieces here that are kind of arched over that are perfect for kind of like that spilling look. Maybe I should assemble my flowers before I get ahead of myself. Okay, these tulips are 3 pieces, and I went with kind of some contrasting or complementary, not contrasting, shades here to kind of give my tulips an extra little zest. And then I have some extra little buds that I might add to the scene here depending on how things go. I'm definitely going to pop gems on the center of these blue flowers, and then the daffodils are gorgeous. There's this big one, and then there's the small one that ends up looking like this. So I plan on using 3 daffodils for this project. That looks great. And then the little one has 4 pieces. It has this little like trumpet piece, and then it has a fuzzy halo and then a little piece to go in there. And that is a super easy way to make a flower. So I think I want to use these daffodils with the wax seal of the month, which is the Lily of the Valley. Look how pretty this is. I mean, really, that is stunning. So I'm just saying, this month has given me pastel opportunities, and I love pastels, so that is making my heart happy. And per usual, I cut out a whole bunch of flowers and such, and I don't have a lot of room, so maybe I should have gone with a 5x7 card, but you know, life is too short to plan everything ahead. So, says the teacher who has her lesson plans done through March at the moment. And right now it's January, if you were wondering. But I have to. With all of the irons that I have going in my little fire here, I have to pre-plan. So, okay. I think we'll give all of the daffodils a stem, but look at me using flower terminology, the stem. And then I think some of the tulips, maybe we'll give one tulip a stem, and the other ones we'll just kind of assume that they have a stem and then cover up all the little missing spots with some leaves, as usual. If you don't like it, just cover it up and try again. Okay, if only this would stay. Helps if you have more glue on your project than your fingers. Okay, take 2. Sometimes I wonder if I am too weird to be on the internet. All right. I think I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the large die of the month, where I arranged everything, took some plastic wrap, said a little prayer, and tried to make it work. And spoiler alert, if you haven't watched that video, it did work. So because it worked, it's got to work on this one, right? Maybe that was a freak accident. Let's hope not. I think the layered look looks really cool. I mean, just that is adorable. But let's beef it up with some flowers. These are far too long. What the heck? You know, maybe I could use that as a stem too. It's a 2-for-1. This would be another great die for a 5x7 card. If only I could remember to prep 5x7 cards. Maybe for March I will have some February. Maybe by March I will have some 5x7 cards for the clubs. And I do have the materials for the February clubs, and they are so cool. You're gonna love them. I just know it. I love them, so you've got to love them too, because we're crafty friends, and that's how it works. So yeah. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and arrange this, use my plastic wrap, and flip it over, and then I will come back when I'm doing my embellishments. But otherwise, I'm just gonna speed through this and stop babbling. The whole time I've been putting this card together, all I can think of is that song from the 90s with the Yoplait commercial where it's like, she wore an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. Yeah, if you know that, I want to know in the comments. It feels like it's a really core memory from when I was a kid, but yeah, it's because of the rain boots are polka dots. I can't help it. Okay, pulling out my fancy generic tape and taping down all those little leaves. That has really got to be a good sound for the audio, I'm sure. And then I'll put glue on the back of my leaves and flowers, and then we will flipper-do over to the front. This just really works well. Whoever decided that this was a life hack for crafting, hats off to you. I don't know who it was, but I mean, I've seen several people do this on YouTube, so there you go. All right, flipping it over with my yellow polka dot boots. Gotta be gentle and take it off. Lovely. And this plastic wrap I can use many times. I just stick it to my lamp on the side here and I can use it again. All right, blue flowers, here we go. A 1, 2, 3. Let's see what that looks like. I die cut out 6. I don't know if I'm going to use all 6 though. I might just put it in my extra basket. Now, this is something I've been doing a lot recently. If I make something and I make too much, which I do a lot, I am going to put it in this extra bin. So check out what I have in my extra bin from my clubs. I have extra wax seals. I have extra hummingbirds that I watercolored, which I am just like drooling over every time I look over at them. And then I have a Better Press sentiment. I have one that I'm going to use on today's card. And then a glimmer sentiment. I have an extra lily of the valley. Should I add that to this one? No, the scale's off. And then I have my wax seal, which is just chilling there. So I don't know, it's fun to have those little extras around, and maybe I will use them on a project soon. Maybe I won't. I don't know. They're just going to be fine there. And I'm going to call it good with those 3. So I have 9 flowers total. So if I add some little tulip buds in the back, just to carry that orange throughout and break up some of the gray, I think that would be good. And we don't even need a stem because we're just going to assume that there's a stem there. Your brain assumes that all of these leaves have a duty here, and it works. Yes, this is good. Okay. And let's just do one more because, you know, the too much brain is striking again. Yeah, look at how full that looks. That looks great. Should we do the last one? After I'm just, yes, it's good to have extras. Use them up, girl. Here we go. Talking to myself, girl. Okay, good. Okay. I'm liking this. Actually, I'm loving it. Anyway, I'm going to add this little Better Press sentiment here. I used the watercolor paper since I was watercoloring, and I just thought, whatever, I will just use a scrap here. So it's super thick paper, and I like that it is thick. Oops, I forgot to glue my boots down. A sentence I did not think I'd be saying today. But you know, I said a few things today that I was not planning on. For example, one of my students was talking about her highlight catalog magazine that she gets in the mail. And she was telling a story about a picture she saw there, which, if you don't know what highlights, I think it's a magazine technically, but it's like a search and find thing. Anyway, she was talking about this little character that was she said it was a little old lady who had a banana for a phone, and she had a mouse in her purse, and she was just so tickled by sharing this story. And I said, a mouse in her purse? She said yes. And then she said something about her mom's purse. I don't know, I just thought it was just hilarious. But the things that the kindergartners say is just, it makes my day. And even on the worst day at work, it still isn't even that bad. I mean, really, being a kindergarten teacher, it's just like, it's so rewarding. I don't even know how to explain it besides that. Right now, they're all reading. They're all adding. They can all write their name. They can write all their letters. It's just like, what happened? They were just like little babies before, and now they really know so much, and I'm just so proud of them. And we're only halfway through the year, so there's even more potential for growth. I just really love this wax seal. It is just beautiful. And if my hummingbird were to match the whole pastel aesthetic that I have going on here, I would have put the hummingbird on here, but I think it is just so pretty without it, and I know that I'll be coming back to these florals and popping them on some wax seal projects in the future. But for now, thank you for watching and embracing my silliness. I know I've been just a little more me on YouTube recently, so hopefully you're digging it. And anyway, I hope you had a great day and crafted along with me. We'll see you next time. Bye, crafty friend.